Some even claimed they saw her at night talking to the river like it was a lover. The love the village once had for her slowly turned into hatred and suspicion, and the songs they sang in her honor began to fade. Among the villagers was a man named Tomba. He was lazy, unlucky, and always hungry. Once he had been a fisherman, but his net tore, his canoe sank, and his wife left him for a better man. People laughed when they saw him wandering with a stick instead of a paddle. One moonlit night, with an empty stomach and a bitter heart, Tomba dragged himself to the riverbank. "Oh, Nene," he called out softly. "Please, if you can bless fools and thieves, at least bless one honest man." But no one answered. Then suddenly, he heard a faint sob. He moved closer and froze. Nene was sitting on a rock with her face buried in her hands, weeping quietly. But as her tears rolled down her glowing cheek and fell into the river, they shimmered faintly like drops of light. Tomba watching her, he moved closer and sat beside her, trying to console her. But when one of her tears splashed onto his arm, it burned for a second, then turned into gold dust. Tomba couldn't believe his eyes. He didn't speak and didn't move. He sat still beside her, waited until she sank back into the water, then ran home like a madman. When he reached his hut, he found gold dust on his mat, scattered like fallen stars. By morning, his hut glittered with flakes of it. Tomba fell to his knees, laughing and crying at once. "The mermaid tears. It was it. Her tears made me rich," he screamed. The next night, he returned, not to beg this time, but to carry out his plans. He told Nene sad stories of his mother dying in the rain, of a child he never had, of how the villagers mocked him. Nene, soft-hearted as always, cried silently through each tale, and Tomba, the actor of sorrows, quietly collected her tears into a bottle, and when he got home, the tears had been replaced with gold. Tomba made it a daily routine to visit her each night and tell tragic stories that were ever ready on his tongue. He cried fake tears while she cried real ones. Within days, his neck was heavy with golden beads. He bought new clothes and roasted meat for breakfast. When people asked about his sudden wealth, he only smiled and said, "The river finally remembered me." But the river remembers everything, and soon someone else would find out about his secrets. Tomba thought he was clever. Every night, he sneaked to the river when the moon was high, pretending to fetch water or check his nets. He always returned home before dawn, humming to himself and jingling softly like coins hidden under his clothes. But secrets are like smoke. They never stay still. One night, two twins, Kachi and Machi, known for stealing mangoes, saw Tomba walking towards the river carrying a calabash. They followed him quietly, hiding behind the bushes. What they saw that day made their mouths fall up. There he was, kneeling before the mermaid, telling her a sad story about his dead mother. The mermaid's shoulders trembled as she wept, and when her tears touched the water, it shimmered. The children gasped as one drop fell into Tomba's calabash and hardened into gold. They ran straight to the market at dawn, shouting, "Tomba is making the mermaid cry. He's turning her tears to gold." By afternoon, the whole of Nkwado buzzed like a disturbed beehive. Mama Ebiri, who never liked being left out of other people's fortune, followed Tomba that night to see for herself. She crouched behind a tree, watching as the scene unfolded. She watched in shock as the mermaid's glowing tears turned into shimmering gold dust. Her eyes widened. Ah, so that's his secret. The next morning, she stormed into Chief Obolo's compound, shouting,